screaming on stage, and someone, and a guy not talking in front of his father at home.
So, a film really is about communication, I would say, in a way. The screaming and the music is in some way a communication. The same thing is with the tattoos, I would say. And so we really think about the lack of communication between a father and a son. In what way did you think about that, about father and son relationships?
I think what in life what is heavy in life is always these things that are unsaid, that are in the room, but nobody talks about them, and it can be very painful, and can be a lot of pressure every day, and you have to put yourself out in a certain way. Here in the film, it's the music, and I wanted to talk about that, and just to try to understand what the characters are thinking without dialogues, and go as deeper as it was possible to go with the actors, and to find a complex relation, a contrasted relation.
Yes, we talked a little bit about this earlier, you and I, about the great actor in the film, Kevin Azais. I really think he sort of incarnates. He looked scarred. He really looked old in a way. But in the other way, it's a contrast, because when he smiles, he looks young. He looks like a child. And how did you go about to find the actor, and how did you think when casting the role of him?
I wrote the father part for the actor, because we work a lot together on short films, and I met Kevin with a workshop that allowed me to direct 1 or 2 scenes of the film, just like a test, and I saw that together, the father and the son, there was something very explosive and very emotional, and I wanted to push that in the film. And Kevin, he has this complex thing. He can be very mature and at the same time very childish. And it was, I think, a very difficult thing for him personally, and in terms of energy, because everything you hear in the film is real in terms of music, and he didn't know anything about post-hardcore music and hardcore music. So it was months and months of screaming, of headache. And when he lost his voice, it's real, and I knew it will happen, so I was hoping it will happen at this moment of the film, and it happened. And so it was very intense for him, and all the tattoos also, every day 1-2 hours to put them, to erase them. And I think it's the way I'm working is also we are searching on each scene. That's why maybe we feel it's complex, the region, because I go farther each time than the script was written. I'm searching in each scene. So 6 weeks every day searching. It's awful, and especially when you're searching when the guy is screaming on live. So it's kind of difficult, but cool.
You talk about pushing the limits and really pushing a deep further. In what way? Is it in the directing? We're working with the actors, or how?
As I say, it's really searching. So we have the scene, it's written, okay, but now the process of shooting is another writing, and I want to be surprised myself. I cannot just put the script and the people are doing what it is written. It's not that we are totally rewriting, it's just for finding the good place, the good line at the good moment, and it takes a lot of time.
Do you have any examples on the film which was particularly
there is this scene,
interesting?
it's a very small scene, maybe at the end of the film, when the main character is coming to the supermarket and he sees Julia, the girl, and they have no words in the supermarket, and then she says, "Okay, come with, join me to to this place. And in this scene there were like 10 lines of dialogues, and then after 15 takes, I gradually erase the lines until there is no dialogue. So I put like 10 takes just to understand that they don't have to talk. Yeah, and that's what I call searching. I mean, some directors, they find it at the very beginning, maybe in the script, but for me, I need to practice live, and it's very instinctive. So many times I'm talking to the actors, and I don't remember exactly what is not written in the script, in the film, right now.
It really struck me the difference between the first scene and the last scene. The first scene is really noisy, energetic, screaming, and the last 5 minutes or so, it's really like silent cinema. Was it intentional, or was it the same way where you cut off your dialogue? And
it was like that in the script, to be honest. It was like that. I mean, screaming, so it's very intense. We feel the energy of this character, and at the end, everything is said between all the characters. So he just have to live himself.
And the character of the woman, it's really an interesting character because she's both a lover and a mother, in a way. How did you go about constructing this character? Where did you find the influences, and where?
I try to make characters that are not good or bad. It's contrasted. So I want this girl to be that she wants someone to be with to build her life, and at the same time she just wants to be young again. And when she sees this young man, she's also attracted, and it's like a tourbillon. I don't know the name in English. Like tempête or.
Storm? No?
Yeah, like a storm for her and for all the characters, and at the end it's a big storm. And sorry for my English. And yes.
Just want to remind you that if you have any questions in the audience, it's just to raise your hand. Does anybody have a question in the audience?
Do not hesitate, I'm more shy than you.
So continue with the title of the film. In English is A Taste of Ink, but in French is Compte tes blessures, which...
Yes, and Compte tes blessures, if you translate it, it's Count Your Wounds, but it's not, it doesn't sound really good in English, so I wanted to find an English title that has the poetry of the same poetry as the French title. And both title in French and English refers to this kind of music. Compte tes blessures is to be quick, like a kind of tribute to a band called Pyramid Horizon. And A Taste of Ink is more inspired by a band called The Used, and one of their songs is Taste of Ink.
So, how much was music the influence in your film? I'm under the impression that was a great deal now when you're talking about the title.
And I wanted this post-hardcore music to be heard and experienced live, not to be all the music, all the score, and I think it could be very aggressive, and it has to be connected to the feelings of the character. And I wanted the rest of the music to be more what we hear in general in life, and more melodic, and that's why we have Elvis Crespo and Julio Iglesias. I love also Julio. And it helps to get distance to the film, to some scenes, especially scenes at the end with the three characters. And it's, as I said, I want something contrasted. So in every way in the film, in acting, in the costume, the sets, in the music, it has to be like this and like this at the same time every time. So it's a balance.
And I'm very curious about the climax, one can say, the love scene.
Yeah.
How was it to shoot that?
I tried to shoot all the film in the order, even if it's not totally possible, but the end of the film is really shot at the end of the film, so the last shot you see is, I think, maybe the last shot we did. And it's in months and months of preparation. I mean, as a director, I think the work of the director is to create the conditions, and it was months and months of trust, and slowly we were going to this moment, and I was guiding the actors during the scene. We were like two of the crew in the same space, in the room, and I was guiding, and then you have, of course, these things you don't know that will happen, and it happened.
So were they shocked, the actors?
No, I think they were not happy, but it was. It's always difficult when you're kissing someone. It's kind of difficult, and at the same time we don't see anything of their body too much. So they knew that I was very respectful, very sincere, and we have no judgments about and moral about what will happen for the characters. So we just jump in the scene.
And how come you want to film the scene in a chronological order?
Or this scene, or all the film, or
yeah, or as I understood it, you film the first scene first and go in a.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. But of course, it's not easy for many reasons, sets and the available actors. As I said, I'm searching, so sometimes you don't know what will happen. You know what is the scene exactly. You have lines, everything is clear. But I'm searching this little thing, which is more true, and it has consequence to the rest. And if I didn't do the scene, it's impossible for me. For example, the scene where he has his voice broken, it was impossible for me, and I really fought for this, to make this scene and do the show after. It was impossible, because I don't know what will happen during this show exactly. And it was like that all the time.
And how was it to work with tattoos? How was it to? You mentioned that Kevin had to print tattoos and then erase them.
So it's like decalcomany. I don't know in English, decalcomany, or these things you can. Anyway, it's too complex in English. Sorry. And every day we had to do them again, especially in the neck, on the fingers, and it was months of preparation to find a good tattoos, and not to do something too. I didn't want to film every tattoos. It was not interesting for me. We know his tattoo. We see the most important on the neck, and the rest has to be coherent. And as I know really this scene, this musical scene, I know exactly what kind of tattoos he must have, and it's really something I choose for him.
Time is running out. To see if there is any questions from the audience. I see one up there. Yes,
thanks
please.
for a great film. How much previous acting experience did Kevin have?
So how much previous acting experience did Kevin have?
Kevin made several feature films. He won Caesar in his previous
it's the French
Oscar,
French Oscar
for best newcomer actor. So he has not. He was a plumber. Yeah, he was a plumber before. And what is really beautiful with him, and he has also a brother who was actor before, and they are really very intense. It's like they are born for this, and I don't know how they were found, but I think they were really found in the street, in the street. They were not acting in a class, or they just have something inside, and they are able to put it very deeply on set. And that was kind of emotional, just to see someone so talented, and you know he's there for a reason. His life is here in front of you during the scene, and that's something.
It was amazing, yeah.
I will tell him.
Any other questions from the audience? Then I have to ask the last question. Any new projects, any future projects that you can talk about?
We'll see.
Okay, thank you very much.